in a fight, no demolition, get the vote, get to see what you like, procreation, compositions already written by themselves. Heck, it's for the people not believing in God. Shh. Good job, get 'em up way high, gimme that high five. Good time, get 'em way down low, gimme that low dough. Good God, bring 'em back again, gimme that high ten. You're the best definition of good intention. I do not answer the call if I do not know who is calling. I guess the whole point of it all is that we never know really. I'm trying to keep with the Joneses while waiting for guns and the roses to finish what we all suppose is gonna be the shit we'll soon make. Oh, fist lock, bumping and wrist lock, twisting up a Rizzler. Kid Icarus on the transistor. Nintendo by giving me the blister. I bend over, take it in the kisser. My best friends are hitting on my sister. Try to tell them that they still a wish her, cause she already got herself a mister. And besides that, scrooge don't wanna diss her. I didn't I say good job, get 'em up way high, gimme that high five. Good time, get 'em way down low, gimme that low dough. Good God, bring 'em back again, gimme that high ten. You're the best definition of good versus evil. I do not keep up with statistics. I do not sleep without a mistress. I do not eat unless it's fixed with some kind of sweet like a licorice. My home is deep inside the mystics. I'm known to keep digging on existence. I'm holding in the heat like a fish stick. My phone it beeps because I missed it. I do not answer the call if I do not know who is calling. I'm making no sense of it all. Say, can I get a witness? I'm only a boy in a story, just a hallucinatory, tripping on nothing there is, living in the wilderness, with a tiger spot on my back, living life of a cat. I just wanna relax here and write another rap tune, driving off on your blind man's bike. You can say just what you like, or nothing can stop you. Good job, get 'em up way high, gimme that high five. A good time, get 'em way down low, gimme that low dough. A good God, bring 'em back again, gimme that high ten. You're the best, 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 you're the best. Good job, get 'em up way high, gimme that high five. A good time, get 'em way down low, gimme that low dough. A good God, bring 'em back again, gimme that high ten. You're the best definition of good intention. You're the best definition of good intention. You're the best definition of good intention. You're the best around.
This is the billing office for Tri-City Medical Center. Calling
Thank
for
you, Jillian.
Jason
I
Ross.
would now like
If
to
you are
introduce our
Jason
next speaker,
Ross, press 1 now.
salutatorian of the class of
If
2017,
Jason is
Nicole
not available,
Ferguson.
press 2.
Hello, tell me you know. Yeah, you figured me out. Something gave it away. It would be such a beautiful moment to see the look on your face.
And intense senior slide, and we members of the class of 2017 are no exception. If I asked many of the graduates here tonight how their final exams went, their responses would be questionable, to say the least. Sure, some of us could explain that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and many of us could proudly recite Spanish predicate conjugations. Allow me, however, to tell you what finals we could have aced. We could have aced the final on vocabulary, as our vocabulary has improved over the past 4 years. YOLO swag has evolved to sophisticated, dank memes. We could have aced the final on the effective use of Spark Notes, only after reading every page of the book, of course. We could pass an exam on our teachers' birthdays because we care about them, and enjoy spending 2 minutes of class time serenading them with their rendition of Happy Birthday. We could have aced the final on each rule and technique of Ultimate Frisbee, knowing that Frisbee Fridays can make the entire gym class go nuts. We could have aced the final on dressing for all kinds of weather patterns, even the ones that occur occur inside the building. For instance, on a sunny day in May, we know to wear our winter jackets to physics class. Unless, of course, we're headed to the music wing, in which case we know to wear tank tops and consider carrying spare deodorant. We could have aced the trivia final on our teacher's special talents because we pay attention. In fact, our most valued lessons arrived in unexpected forms. Mr. Veris advised us on smart investments of our finances, while Mr. Kukuchka gave a selling presentation on the culture of Mardi Gras. Along with Spanish, Ms. Choquette has taught us bits of German, and Ms. Marola has even slipped in some beekeeping tips. Mrs. Blodgett demonstrated that attitude is everything, especially when her class is less than excited about learning math so early in the morning. Lastly, Mrs. Novak has shown us how to command the attention of a room, though mentioning her black belt often does the trick. Yes, we have learned a great deal of factual material, how to write, how to think critically. However, the education we have received transcends any material tested on an exam. The education we have received is far more significant than the cap, gown, or cords we display today. Whether pushing ourselves athletically, academically, or otherwise, we've learned that we are capable of so much more than we thought possible. The persistence we gain through long nights of homework or studying for a big test will certainly aid us through future struggles. Portland's close-knit community has taught us the value of a support system. Not only do we know everyone's names and faces, but we share the same memories. These strong connections mean someone's always looking out for us or is nearby to cheer us on. Though fear of leaving this secure atmosphere is understandable, we also learn the importance of leaving our comfort zones in order to grow. We have received a thorough academic education during these past 13 years, but the most valuable teachings have occurred both inside and outside of the classroom. For this, I cannot thank Portland schools and their incredible faculty enough. It is these lessons that give me great optimism about the graduates that stand before you and immense hope for what our futures may hold. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. I would now like to introduce our next speaker, valedictorian of the class of 2017, Christopher Wisbicki.
Good evening, Dr. O'Reilly, members of the Board of Education, Board of Selectmen, Ms. Lawson, faculty, staff, class of 2017, family, and friends. You know, I've never understood why people tell you to picture members of the audience in their underwear to be less nervous. Honestly, I'm trying it right now, and Mr. Veris, your tighty-whities are making me uncomfortable. Anyways, I am honored to be giving this speech today as the valedictorian of the Portland High School's class of 2017. As a class, we've been through it all together. We came in as freshmen pretty much not knowing our left from our right. Personally, it took me about a week to figure out that the school was in the shape of a square. We stayed as a pack, often too scared to even look some of the upperclassmen in the eyes. Knowing that we had people like Jake Castraba and Roland Tiviage made the transition a little easier. Not because they played sports with seniors, but because we knew we could hide behind them because they were so much bigger than everyone else. All in all, freshman year was the year of firsts for all of us. First class, first lunch, first pop quiz, first and only time we didn't have to take some useless standardized test, first chorus and band trip, and most importantly, the first time we received help from the lovely Mrs. Risley and Mrs. Ianello in the guidance office. And that about sums up freshman year because I'm pretty sure nothing else happened. Sophomore year was more or less the same. Everyone had pretty much hit puberty by that point, and the seniors were less scary. Our class saw Nick Pearsall and Aaron Muscatello be named to all-state teams in golf and cheerleading, respectively. We also saw Michaela Stefanski be as clutch as ever when she kicked the game-winning goal to bring Portland back-to-back Class S state titles. And who can forget Roger Grant winning a state title by himself in wrestling? So thank you, Nick, Aaron, Michaela, and Roderick. You made the seniors angrier with us because you just had to be better at sports than them, didn't you? Junior year was a year of unneeded stress. Naturally, we needed to release this stress somehow, so we decided to let the whole world watch us whip, and nay-nay, and dab. And of course, no one in the world could do any of this better than Austin Ramboros. We all also thought it would be a great idea to download the After School app, which allowed us to bash on each other online anonymously. I really don't know how we didn't see all the problems that could cause. On a more serious note, from junior year, we learned that anything is possible. We all pushed through SATs, ACTs, and Mrs. Choquette's daily quizzes. Despite it all, we came out alive on the other side, and that includes Denmark. Then out of nowhere, we were seniors. We finally had our long-awaited last class, last chorus and band concert. Last time we read the Spark Notes instead of the actual book. Well, except nerds like Brandon Smith, of course. And the last high school heartbreak, of course, too. All that's left now is the last time we are all together as a class. Despite what some of you may say, I know every single person here enjoyed high school in some way. I saw a smile on every one of your faces at some point. And look what we accomplished together. We won the Blue Ribbon Award for 2 different schools, and we are, by far, the most attractive class to come through Portland. Smart and sexy is not a combination you're going to find at any other school. Something else you will not find at any other school is an entire class with a plan. Ask anyone here what they want to do with their life, and they'll tell you what they want to do and how they're going to do it. We have future lawyers, doctors, PAs, engineers, accountants, and teachers. Jeff Albert's going to be an industrial technician, whatever the heck that is. This class has so much potential, and I have the utmost faith in all of us to accomplish what we set out to do. We all come from amazing families. Personally, I know I would not be here where I am today without the support of my parents, my grandparents, and my Aunt Kathy. And I know Nick Coleman would not be such an amazing singer and basketball player without the support of his 1982 state champion father. And his mother, of course, had something to do with that, too. I also know that our back-to-back state champion golfers, Nick Pearsall, Drew Tamaro, and Jimmy Kelly, and our Shoreline Conference Baseball Player of the Year, Austin White, would not be so successful in their athletics without the support of their wonderful families. I would also like to thank our amazing teachers here at Portland High School for pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves. You have all prepared us for the road ahead in some way, and while we may not show it all the time, we are grateful for all that you have done for us. Finally, to my classmates, always remember to work hard and persevere through all of life's circumstances. No successful person, with the obvious exceptions of any of the Kardashians or even LeVar Ball, has achieved success without working their butts off. Even when life knocks us down, we have to get up and continue to strive for what we want to achieve. Winners overcome every obstacle that life throws at them, and every person in this class has the ability to be a winner. Congratulations, class of 2017. I wish you all nothing but the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. It is now my honor to introduce Portland High School's principal, Miss Catherine Lawson, to present the class of 2017 for graduation.
Thank you, Joy. At this time, I would like to commend the class of 2017. You have truly persevered as thinkers, learners, creators, and problem solvers. As a result of your hard work, Dr. O'Reilly, Chairwoman Rode, and members of the Board of Education, I attest that I have reviewed the transcripts for the seniors before you this evening. They have met all requirements for graduation set forth by the Portland Board of Education. I am proud to present them to you for the awarding of their diplomas. At this time, I would like to invite Mrs. Marianne Rode to the podium.
Because I'm so tall, I need to move it up, you know. So I always struggle with whether to write out a speech or just talk from the top of my head. But tonight, I really opted to write it out because I wasn't so sure the words would come. For over 10 years, and it seems like only yesterday, I have had the honor of serving on the Board of Ed. And while I'm sure you know all the special treatment that gets me, those countless meetings, those endless hours of reviewing policies and procedures, the list goes on. But really, truly, it is rewarding work, and it is an honor to serve. I'm lucky because I serve with some incredibly talented and committed people, all working towards the same common goal of providing excellent education in our district. So thank you to my fellow board members for all that you do. I want to take a moment to also recognize all of the staff here in our district. We have some amazing people here, don't we? From our teachers to our paras, from principals to coaches, from nurses to custodians, and of course, our esteemed superintendent. All of these people have played a part in helping these students achieve. So thank you for all that you do and all that you are to our students. I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to recognize parents and caregivers. As a fellow parent and caregiver, I know how long this road has been, and yet how quickly we have traveled it. For those times you helped with homework, dropped off lunches, assignments, or phones, for all the rides back and forth to activities. This is why Kate has us put it in a book, because it won't blow away that way. For the games, the concerts, the competitions, and awards you sat through, thank you for being present to your children and letting them know that you care. Now on to the real stars of the evening. PHS class of 2017, I can remember many of you from First Church and then Valley View. How you have grown and changed, yet how you are still very much the same. Remember that first day when you went off to school? You were probably both excited and a little scared, but you climbed on that bus or you walked out that door and you did what you needed to do. Sure, there were mistakes along the way and times when things didn't always work out, but you didn't give up. You kept pushing forward, and look where you ended up. You are high school graduates on to bigger and better things. Where you will go and what you will do all depends on what you decide. You may not always realize it, but each of you has something amazing about you. Let that amazing thing shine through and share it with all those around you. The rewards are too numerous to count. Each year, I ask the same thing of the graduates because I feel it is so important. None of you got here all on your own. There was at least one, if not many, who loved you, cared for you, helped you, inspired you, believed in you. Please take a moment tonight or sometime soon to thank them. Don't just send a text or email. Actually talk to them and tell them how much you appreciate all that they have done. Your words have meaning and power and will be cherished. Like last year, I'm going to end with some song lyrics, and I'm really going to get through it, I promise you. I really feel like this song sums up my message, and actually a parent put it in the yearbook, so I know it's meaningful. This is a song by Tim McGraw, and it's called Humble and Kind. And when I hear this song, it really reminds me of something a mom would say, so I felt like it would be a perfect way for me to end. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you've got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget, turn back around and help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind. So good luck, class of 2017. go and do great things. Thank you. I would now like to introduce my partner in crime, Andrea Alfano, who has served on the board almost as long as I have, and she will be helping me hand out diplomas.
Brandon Patrick Smith. Amelia Jill Cooper. Jillian Lindsay Crawford. I would now like to invite Brandon Smith, Senior Class Treasurer, to the podium.
Joy Marie Vincenzo. Christopher Brian Wisbicki. Nicole Marie Ferguson. Jonathan Edward Norquist. Taylor Lee Ryan. Mrs. Mary Ann Rode will now present her son with his diploma. Kevin Rode. Aaron Maureen Muscatello. Will Mrs. Corin Scrivano please come forward to present her son with his diploma? Joshua Joseph Scrivano. Julia Marie McKinnon. Christopher Dennis. Michaela Toomey. Andrew James Tamaro. Emily Tran. Nicholas Scott Coleman. Kelsey Alicia Zajac. Jordan Elizabeth Davignon. Haley Margaret Tursick. Madison Leary. Joshua Michael Benoit. Kyle Joseph Benoit. Roderick Grant. Molly Elizabeth Kidd. Damian Michael Scrivens. I would now like to invite Amelia Cooper, Senior Class Secretary, to the podium.
Nicolette Kelsey Tallarico. Alex Fernally. Jessica Nolan. Angel Lewis Solis III. Nicole Taylor Picard. Leonardo Danielle Salcido. Yulani Tape. Benjamin Rogoff. Hannah Breton. Tyler Thomas Gent. Jacqueline Beth Brown. Kenneth Foe. Caroline Mertel. Tucker Raymillard. Rachel Prudenza. Matthew James Fitzsimons. Michaela Eileen Stefanski. Brandon Zabo. Mira Watkins. Jordan Hardcastle. Brittany Berg. I would now like to ask Joy Vincenzo, Senior Class Vice President, to return to the podium.
Grayson Ryder Innes. Alyssa Lindsay Picano. Bobby Lee Morgan Jr. Rebecca Lynn Meisner. Jordan Merrill.
Guys, stand, sit. Stand, sit.
Austin Maurice White. Claire Lapointe. Matthew Brees. Michaela Ann Kelly. Jeffrey Robert Albert. Abigail Elizabeth Dalton. Nicholas Patrick Pearsall. Julianne Elizabeth Felt. Austin Aaron Rambros. Kelsey Marie Harmon. Daniel Alexander Mark. Grace Charlotte Winokur. Jacob Roman Bradway. Jill Michelle Weber. Raymond John Tiviage. I would now like to ask Jillian Crawford, Senior Class President, to return to the podium.
Allison Lee Murray. Will Mr. Tim Lavoie please come forward to present his son with his diploma? Raymond Andrew Lavoie. Aaron Springer. James Patrick Kelly. Echo Elizabeth DeJong. Andrew Clark. Tonya Eslakson. Jacob Michael Castraba. Emilicia J. Arroyo. Hunter Lyons Lammers. Delenn Oakliff. Colton Joseph Balskis. Amanda Starren. Daniel Norton. Mary Elizabeth Clark. Alexander Joseph Krasnewski. Melissa Amber Powers. Mike Adams. Juliet Eva Hernician. Emma Lynn Fantoli. And Stephanie Duckworth.
At this time, I would like to ask all senior members of a cappella to join the choir for the singing of our alma mater. Would the new graduates please join me for the turning of the tassel, signifying our new status as graduates of Portland High School. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Oh, that perfectly landed.
Is this you, Austin?
I think that is Austin.